Hey guys, it's Noah Allen here, and
Adam Black.
And welcome to another episode of Instant Rerun. Okay, so I'm doing a little something different here. Okay, so I'm a huge history buff, love history. And many moons ago, I was at a yard sale or something, I don't remember what it was, and found these really cool magazines. They're called YANK magazine from the 1940s. During World War II. And they would pass these out to the soldiers on the front lines so that they had like updates of home and stuff like that. So I just kind of thought, since it's like May 19th, 20th and stuff, I actually have one from May 18th, 1945, which is kind of cool. But basically, each of these magazines, you kind of open it up, like this one here from the May 18th, 1945. It's like VE Day, so it's victory in Europe. So it's like when the Nazis in Germany finally, called it quits and surrendered. And this one's
pretty
really
monumental
cool.
to have.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah. So and this one's really cool because it goes through like how the Allies beat the German army, and it goes through a list like by date when American and British soldiers, all Allied soldiers, like actually crossed rivers. Had battles and things like that, and it goes on from like it spans the whole war, like the war in Africa, the war in Italy, Russia, even France. I mean, that's really cool. really neat. So it's like, for me, I mean, obviously, I feel like World War II is kind of, there's a lot, a lot of stuff that's been out, been done, and stuff like that. But this is like touching a piece of it.
Yeah. I honestly wasn't expecting to think this was that cool, but when you see it and realize this is what people saw, it puts it in kind of a new perspective. Oh, yeah. Especially given the date that this is right after the war.
We're 71 years to almost to the day of this being handed out to somebody. I mean, how cool is that, too?
That is super cool.
Yeah, so I got this one here, it kind of goes over, like this picture here talks about, or shows like American soldiers meeting Russian soldiers. Which is really impressive. But it's really cool. So this is kind of like the end of the war. And they're kind of in pretty rough condition, but I mean, honestly, they're 71 years old. You got it at the yard sale. And I got it at the yard sale, and they were like this at the yard sale. So, I mean, that's cool. And this one here is from October 15th, 1944. So, in reference of time, it's like a couple months after D-Day. Right. So, we've invaded Europe. And it's also after the end of Operation Market Garden, where the Allies tried to invade Germany through Belgium. Right. That didn't work. Or in Holland and stuff.
He knows a lot more about this.
I do. Sorry. Yeah, it's one of those things. But this one's really cool because it kind of goes over, since it's October 1944, like all their march into like trying to get into Germany and stuff. There's one picture in here if I can find it. No, there it is. Talking about landmines and like what's the different kinds of landmines. So like I guess if you're a soldier and you're like, and it's not like you don't know these things, right? But if you're on the front lines and you're like, holy crap, I need I saw one of these, but I didn't know they had one of those, or you know what I mean. So it's pretty neat. So I thought I'd just kind of share it and kind of look over a little bit, and then you also had your pinups inside of it.
Gotta keep those GIs happy.
Bruno Arcaneta. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's super cool.
Yeah, very very cool. A mail call, I guess you have like your little like a fighter pilot wrote different lines and stuff to be put in the magazine.
Wow, hold on. So just real quick, we're gonna end this, but. So this says, some Jerry took me out of a wreck and cut my left leg off after I was shot down behind Jerry lines. I'll gladly exchange places with the fed-ups, and so will any of the air crew members here in this hospital. A fighter pilot, just named a fighter pilot.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That's intense.
Right? But it's...
Yikes.
Yeah, I know, right? Cut his leg off, oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, so it was kind of cool.
That's super cool.
Kind of neat to, and then you got your sports and stuff,
Well, thanks for sharing this.
Yeah, no problem.
This is going to be a segment that we're going to be doing. This is just kind of our show and tell. A little bit about Noah and me. We'll be sharing various items. And this is something that means a lot to you. And One of the older things that you own too.
This is the oldest thing, minus a couple coins that I own for sure. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. If you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And we'll see you guys next time on Instant Rerun.
Bye, guys.